Wow, you guys are a lively bunch.
Well,
Yeah.
Woo!
it's been a long, long weekend, dear.
I feel you.
And you go for a wedding for a 2-hour drive and come home early in the morning and knowing that we have a recording session the next day. It's kind of like, okay, this wasn't a good idea.
We told you.
No, yeah, that's okay. And then our engineer's got a bad shoulder.
It's called age.
No,
Getting old.
no, it's not that. You got flickabeanitis. Beanitis.
You know what? Maybe it's because I haven't been flicking beanies as much lately.
Oh,
Well, whose beanies are you flicking?
beanie baby.
My own.
Well, you want a beanie hat?
A beanie hat?
What's that? Like a beanie.
Jesus.
Um,
God, that's okay. We'll wake up before the show starts.
Are we sure?
honestly, I don't know.
Maybe I'm going to blame it on the wind.
Yeah, it's blowing up here real bad.
Free blowjobs.
Yeah, so all you guys pull down your zippers. And you
Oh
ladies.
boy.
Lift up your skirts.
Yeah, well, they'll be coming up by themselves. Just make sure you got your kitties covered.
You could Marilyn Monroe it out there.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want to get dust in your kitty.
No, you don't want to hear it in the middle of the night all.
Get a little tumbleweed rolling in there.
Hey, I learned sign language.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You want to know how they say queef in sign language? There you go. So you make the vajayjay. I don't know if I did that 100% correctly, but
Looks about right.
what was gangbang?
Oh, something like that. Yeah. I can't remember all the video.
How come I don't remember none of this stuff?
You know, I didn't know learning a new language was fun.
So all these years I've been sign languaging to myself and I didn't know?
Yeah.
God.
You should. I don't know how many times I watched the video, and then I sent it to Giggles.
So
And
funny.
then, what was Dick? Dick was weird. It was like this.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
keep
Yeah, it was
doing that in the camera.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah, because it looked like a blowjob kind of
Yeah.
thing.
A
Like
hand job.
yeah.
It was funny.
Oh no, but by your mouth, so it's like
Oh.
a blowjob.
We'll show you the video after. But it was funny because it was a comedian, and they had somebody doing sign language on the side of the stage, and she goes, "I've always been curious. What does queef look like?" And then the lady did it, and she saw, and gangbang, and she was like, "This is great." So she just kept saying like words like that.
Hey, they gotta reply to each other, so that's
Like, what I'm curious about is who came up with that. This looks like gangbang.
yeah, but,
Queef
They
makes,
had a lot of fun, that's for sure.
queef makes sense though.
yeah, but the only problem with not those people are what happens if the electricity goes out and everything's dark? They can't talk to each other.
Well, I'm sure that they have like a lamp or a flashlight.
Oh, well, it could be, you don't know. I mean,
Everybody has a lamp and flashlight in their homes or candles.
well,
We used to use the old oil lamps.
yeah, but, still, that would be interesting.
We still have an old oil lamp.
Well,
We have a ton of them.
well, that's how it was back in the old days. So no electricity, it was all lamps, kerosene, whatever you guys call it. So, well,
Good times.
good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the sign language for let's get the show started?
Oh, wrong.
That,
What? Oh,
that's you hit the
It changed it.
it did.
Now you don't know what. Try the blue button.
Oh. Oh, wait.
I like that.
I think we gotta slide over.
I like this.
Hey, you changed it. I love this. Just don't blow out my eardrum.
What's our theme song again?
I can't sing it. It's okay. Don't worry. That one was loud. I was all, oh.
Yeah, you want to try?
Fuck it, I don't
Fuck
do
him,
that.
bitch.
I just said don't draw. I only want to hear drum. Jesus. Now you're giving yourself applause? Now I'm deaf, huh?
What?
What?
I might use that one a couple times.
You better not. You better lower it.
Huh?
I don't know why that one's so loud compared to all the other ones.
It's so funny.
No,
Dude,
it's
that's
not.
terrible. Oh my gosh.
Wait until the end of the show.
Just throw the whole fucking bag.
Thanks, I'll keep it.
You're welcome. Oh, are you sure you'd rather have us throw these? That's what I thought.
Welcome, everybody, to The Sound of Music from the 1960s.
Oh my gosh.
This is Papa Tony with Miss Mishi and Miss Giggles.
Hey, y'all.
Having a hard time today, so we got to bear with her.
Hi.
I know.
Your phone's hanging on the thread there. Be careful. Don't hang up on your phone.
I feel like I need help. Help me.
Do you need help?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening with you guys.
You hired us, so it's your problem.
I'm broken.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I got a big old bruise right there. You see?
What happened?
No idea.
Oh.
No, did not happen in the bedroom, okay?
The kitty didn't fight back?
No. Nope.
Were you, maybe you were practicing giving hickeys on your arm just for practice?
Oh.
That's a nice, good size
Maybe.
hickey.
Or the vacuum?
Yeah, that might be it.
That's good. I mean, you're in your mid-30s and you're still working on it. That's pretty good.
Excuse me, I'm not in my mid-30s.
Well, you're
Subtract a
close.
little bit, okay? Jeez.
Well,
What's wrong with that? I'm way past that.
I'm 1 foot in the grave. So what
Well,
the
when
hell
I'm
you guys-
there, it's no problem, but
Well,
don't make me older than I am.
no, I'm not making you older.
Yeah, you are.
Well, there's a, oh, never mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a 3 in front of your age, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so pick a number between 1 and 10 for the second number.
No, you can't pick a number between 1 and 10.
1 and 9.
There you go.
Okay, jeez. Miss,
Anyway, guys.
I wish we could take your voice to the bar with us. Be like, hey, what's going on? What's your name?
What's up, sexy?
I feel like every guy would be like, especially if you were behind them.
Oh my gosh, I saw this video one time of like there's like a panel of men, right? And then they bring out a lady and then she looks all pretty and stuff, and then they start asking her questions. And it's like a pop the balloon kind of thing. So like the guys have to pop the balloon if they don't want to try to date that lady, like, and then they have to explain why after. So in this video, this lady comes out dressed in like a tight skirt, like, you know, big boobs, whatever, starts talking, man voice. They all pop their balloons at the same time, basically. Yeah.
I mean,
When I was in France, did I tell you that whenever we left the train, no, it was Italy, we left the train station, and there was this lady, too, that was like huge boobs, starts talking, not what we expected.
How funny.
Yep.
dude,
definitely a man.
I know those people that change into transgender or whatever. Do they take something to change their voice, or is that just something they practice to to sound feminine?
I don't know.
Because I know it seems like they could go back and forth. You know, you could talk to them and they could sound like a guy, then all of a sudden, you know. But I don't know if they take anything or if there's some surgery to change their vocal.
I think when they take like the
Certain
hormones. and stuff.
hormones, okay. That'll be interesting because some of them nowadays it's scary. Yeah, we talked about this already before. So, yeah, I don't want to have a guy talk or a girl sounding like a guy talking to me.
I forgot what it was. It was something I was watching on TV, and maybe it was RuPaul.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He has a show on Netflix, and it's so cute. And I was dying because he's in full drag, and he's using his voice that he normally does, but he has a deep voice too. And then he's like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh," and I was like, oh, because I wasn't expecting it, because he was all in full drag, and it made me laugh, even though I knew.
See, that's it.
But it caught me off
See,
guard.
that's different. They're in drag. They,
Yeah.
we know, what they are, but these in-betweeners, I call them, nothing against them, but they look so good, and yet you don't know.
You can't-
You
yeah.
can't tell. You can't
Voice feminization surgery,
See,
which
okay,
permanently changes the vocal cords.
tell. So they can do that.
Wow,
So do they get rid of their Adam's apple?
I think they
Sometimes?
could shave it down,
Yeah, they can. They can shave it down.
They peel their apple?
layer by layer.
They shave the layers off. Yeah.
Why did we? See, women, Eve caused this problem.
It was the snake.
Well, no, if she
The
would.
snake always causes trouble.
I know, but if she would have put the snake in her mouth instead of biting the apple, we wouldn't have this situation.
She would have cut the head off the snake. This never would have happened. We could have been
I
sitting on a
concur.
cloud.
She didn't have nothing to cut the head off, though.
If Adam had been doing his job and protecting her, this
If
never
Adam
would
would have given her his snake instead,
Yeah,
it would have
exactly.
been better. But no, Adam just let the bigger snake, and he
Wait.
was probably a black snake too, a dark snake. So that's what happens. Adam.
All right.
Shame.
Shame, Adam.
You ruined it for us all. We could have
Yes,
been walking around
yeah.
naked.
But do you think at some point we would still be like this?
Like what?
Like,
Oh, like
you get-
clothed and like.
yeah, but like what I'm saying is, down the line, don't you think somebody would have fucked up and ate that apple?
Probably.
Well, of
You know what I
course,
mean?
they were in the
Probably.
Garden of Eden.
At least they
It was
sped it
fruitless,
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she was
Yeah.
told not to touch it. That's the problem.
Hey, I'm the kind of person too. If I'm told not to touch something, I'll touch it.
I'm waiting.
Oh no!
No.
It depends on what.
No.
All of a sudden there's rules.
Now there's a what?
I mean, if it's already owned by something else, I won't touch it.
What? Of course it's owned by somebody else. It's not yours to begin with.
Yeah. That's when she just breaks it.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me not to touch it.
We don't need these tail lights.
Oh my gosh, the taillight is permanently broken now.
Oh my God.
It happened yesterday, but it wasn't my fault.
You weren't.
No, it wasn't my fault. So
You talking about your car or the bike?
The
the
bike.
bike,
Oh, okay.
the motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah, so he went to watch the sporting game yesterday, right? The
Yeah.
big game. And then whenever he went home, he found he had a flat tire.
Oh, shoot.
So he put like the little kickstand thing, he put it down, but it he must have not put it down all the way or
It
something,
tipped
so then
over,
it
it
like
tipped over,
flipped. Yeah, it tipped over, and then it tipped over on the side of the
The head
tail light that I
tail
had.
light. So it broke.
And it completely broke. He needs a completely new one because it's just like,
Oh God. So you
shattered.
can't blame me on this one though.
Nope.
Yep. You're
Nope.
good.
And it held up for a very long time without super glue. So this is not my fault.
Super glue.
Yeah.
That she carries with her
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah, I need to actually buy more super glue to take with me again.
Get the gorilla stuff. That's
Yeah.
better. It works
We're,
stronger.
we're taking bets on how many plates or how many dishes or how many things I will break this summer. So any guesses?
Well, you already broke his heart, so.
No,
Did
she
not.
Just joking.
If anything, she mended it.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
You admitted a
Okay.
broken heart. Okay. You
Uh-huh.
didn't even have to use glue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I use my own kind of super glue.
Oh.
Is it creamy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does it squirt out of a bottle, or does it just squirt? Why? Oh, don't turn Chinese into me. Stop rubbing your eyes.
Oh, giggles.
Oh, boy.
Giggles.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather wake up every morning with a different cartoon character voice or with a new random tattoo on your face?
Different character voice.
Yeah, I don't know tattoos. on
Damn,
my
you guys
face.
didn't even think about it.
No.
What if it's like a cute tattoo?
No.
Every morning, a new tattoo on your face.
See, if it was on an arm or something, I might think about it. But on the face, no. I'm not a face tattoo.
You wake up, there's a big old dick. You're all, oh, really today?
No. Yeah, out of all the days, yeah.
Well, don't they have makeup you can cover tattoos with?
Yeah, but then you have to go through all that every day. But
Hello.
Yeah, and then it's like all red.
red.
When you get a tattoo, it gets all like red.
Yeah.
Well, would it get red? Would it just magically like?
I think it would just appear.
Okay, so maybe not. No, because I have a friend actually that got a tattoo last week on the elbow.
Ooh.
Said it was the most painful thing ever.
Yeah, the bone's
And
right
then-
there.
Yeah, and he was like, I understand now why people do like the spider web things
Yeah.
and leave the elbow itself empty. But yeah, it was like all red and bled so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just don't get it. I'm sorry. I mean, there's beautiful tattoos, but I just don't. I don't see why they do stuff like that. It's a matter of giggles. Yeah,
He threw those
I
at you.
threw it, but you had your head down.
Oh, so she didn't even see it coming.
No. She didn't see that flying cock come at her.
So character voices.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Easy.
think that's a safe bet.
Safe bet, yes.
You guys, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, good.
What is it?
We got an update.
Of?
So we're fired.
Remember Naked and Afraid? Or Naked but Not Afraid?
Yes!
They wrote to us.
Yay!
So as listeners, a little... Oh, fucking bitch.
God,
Why?
I can't hear. Huh? There's no chickens here. It's gonna be
Do you know how much
coffee
she's
mug.
loving this?
No, but
Oh my
I
God.
got one good ear.
Dude, I got real nervous. There's somebody in the backyard.
What? Who?
Oh, the dog feeder.
Oh my gosh.
Scared the shit out of me. That scared me. And then I look out and there's somebody in the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck?
God.
I'm sorry.
Stay away from that dashboard. Soundboard.
It was a celebratory noise.
Are you sure?
No, that's not it.
That's
At
not
least-
it.
Not it. They hit the applause.
Do you like tits?
I like tits. What?
That's not it.
Oh,
That's not it.
that's not it.
What the fuck is happening, dude? I feel like I should have got stoned before today's episode.
We did, babe.
Is that what you guys were doing when I was upstairs?
Yep.
And then later on, we're gonna go shag.
Oh
Maybe in your dreams.
no. That's where.
Oh my
My
god.
carpet's always wet in my dreams.
Anyway, I want that air.
I like that we all stopped and we're like,
Yeah, and I'm just moving the subject back to the update. I want to know.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
yes.
yeah.
Sorry about
So
that.
for you listeners out there, Naked but Not Afraid was the question that we had regarding if, well, their roommate was walking around naked. They were wondering if they should walk around naked too. They were curious about it. So this is what they said. Hey, I just wanted to say I went for it. Now I'm strutting around the apartment naked too. And honestly, it's kind of awesome. It was a little intimidating at first, but I love the freedom now. No regrets, just breezy vibes if you catch my drift. Love the podcast. Keep the laughs coming.
Oh,
thank
I
you.
love that.
What was her name?
Naked but Not Afraid.
Oh, she didn't give us her name.
Yeah, we don't know who.
No. Oh,
Or
well.
if the roommate was a
yeah.
boy or a girl.
Yeah.
But see.
But thanks for the
I
update.
want to do something, but I don't know
Go
what.
ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This one's my bad ear. Hold on. Let me take it off my good ear.
because you guys want the same boob?
No, because I know you're gonna.
Oh. When we're.
What the hell's that? I can't hear out of my bad ear now.
It was applause.
Oh, jeez. Now hit that again so I can hear. That's good.
I thought she was going to trick us. I like that we're going for to save the good ears.
We'll never know.
Well, Naked and Freight, thank you for replying. That is,
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that update.
Yeah.
see, people, we're here for help too, you know. And that's really nice.
Any other listeners, if you have updates, please send them to us. We love this. That made my day when I saw that. I was like,
we do
"Ooh."
joke around a lot, but hey, we try.
I was
Seriously,
going
we
to tell you
try.
guys, but then I was like,
No,
I
that's
want to
good.
surprise them.
That's good. That's good. No, so that's great.
All right. So, you guys ready to help somebody else?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're here for.
Look at the excitement.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to some Porch Side Quacks. So this is from Rita. Rita says, my husband loves his mom's cooking. How do I get cooking tips from my mother-in-law when it feels like she keeps giving me incorrect recipes on purpose? I want to learn from her, but I think she's sabotaging me. What should I do?
I would just.
That's fucked up.
Well, I could see what she is doing. She wants to have her son always say that her food's better, but then that's not fair to the daughter-in-law. I would just keep, like you guys today, you Google everything and make your own meals and have the husband figure out, oh, this is pretty good. I wouldn't ask my mother-in-law for any more advice as far as that goes.
That drives me crazy when you like.
And it happens in our families.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody, oh yeah, this is a recipe for this sweet stuff, and it never comes out the same. Why? Because they don't give the right
Or
recipe.
sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's just the way that you might mix it, or the way that.
True, but
Okay, here's my story. My sister-in-law, she decided to tell my sister, because like my sister makes amazing cookies, and then my sister-in-law wanted her cookie recipe. So she gave it to her. My sister doesn't hold anything back because she's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
And she got it online too, so like, yeah. But anyway, so my sister-in-law accused my sister of
the wrong.
holding back something on the recipe. She's like, you had to have like left something out because it didn't work. It didn't turn out the way that you make it. So my sister was offended. She didn't like show that she was offended, but she started asking her questions. She's like, well, did you overmix this? Because like it says on the recipe not to overmix it. And they're like, oh, we maybe did. And then she's like, well, did you use all-purpose flour or did you use bread flour?
Oh.
See,
So like little things like that make a difference if you don't know what's...
Yeah, but that's important though.
Yeah. So I don't know, like, is she really holding back, or is there something that maybe you're not quite doing the same?
Well, you make a great point. That's a fact there, but
Yeah, and I have noticed too, like gas and electric make big difference
Yes,
too.
yeah, because like
yes.
ovens
Yes.
too, like
Yeah.
ovens are different temperatures, and there's a lot of factors.
But I feel like what Rita's trying to say is she's asked for numerous.
And
I
it's-
feel like the
always the
relationship
same,
already with the mother-in-law is
Yeah.
not that great. And I feel like the mother-in-law is doing it purposely,
yeah,
like he said. So the kid keeps coming back like, oh, well, my mom's is better. Like, because I understand where you're coming from. Like, I've asked my mom for a recipe. And what's funny is I can make it with her standing right next to me. And for some reason, I feel like it still doesn't taste like hers.
yeah.
Even though she was right next to me, she gave me the same, It does depend on the ingredients too, if they're old. But I feel like this is more of the mother-in-law
this is
just
a
fucking with
vendetta.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a more.
Okay, and like I do agree with Papa Tony. Just make your own things.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, well, I'm sitting next to one right here. She, how, and I'll even say my wife too. They didn't know how to cook. And they kept at it, and look, we got a little Miss Betty Crocker here next to me. So
Thank you.
I agree.
So
Well,
just keep doing it.
I'm stubborn. It's like I won't stop until I get it right.
Yeah.
Like the papas de arroz.
The rice pudding, yeah.
So I had a family member give me the recipe, but they left stuff out.
And that's what I'm saying,
And
on
then
purpose,
what's
probably.
funny is another family member gave me this recipe, which is different from the other recipe I was
Tastes better,
trying.
or tastes just the same.
And
yeah.
it tastes exactly the same and it's less work.
Yep. See.
But I had to make it, this is my third or fourth time making it, but I had to make my own adjustments to my liking
Well,
too.
everybody
Because
has
everybody
their
makes
own,
it
yes.
different,
I mean, our parents, very well. They didn't use measuring cups or
No,
spoons.
gosh, no.
It was just a dash of this, a dash of that. Oh, you judge it by eye, and that's how everything was baked in those
Always.
days. Yeah.
I'm finally starting to feel more comfortable doing that, like just knowing the ingredients and then just putting them in myself. But there was a long time where I had to make it exactly, so I knew what it tasted like, and then I could adjust it to my liking.
Now, it's like my wife. Sometimes she'll have a recipe that is in metric. Tony, she'll ask me, hey, how much grams do I put here? I said, I don't know nothing about grams. But you got a scale there or something that goes both ways. Measure it, do whatever. But yeah, you can't. No.
Yeah, that's
So
where I Google.
everybody. Yeah, everything is kind of funky. So no.
I would say, Rita, start doing your own
Yeah,
stuff.
do your own stuff, dear. And
She-
your husband's eventually going to start liking what you're making.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And you know what he likes already. You kind of have an idea. So I would like work off, like if I knew he liked, say like she makes like a steak and potato type stew, then I would work with that and have that idea, that concept, and then look for a similar recipe and then try that out and then see what the difference is and then kind of just adjust it to your way.
And if everything fails, Rita, surprise your husband by cooking just with an apron on. He doesn't care what the food tastes like. He'll love it.
He just wants a peach.
Yes. And you know where the dessert's at.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a fantastic idea.
I know.
Yeah,
Believe
onto
me.
something.
You could burn that shit. I'll still
I
eat
mean,
it.
let's be honest. Women are lucky enough to where if you don't know how to cook, if you just did something like that, I think you'd be so appreciative.
Yeah. I'm not a picky eater, believe me. Yeah.
And then I feel like his friends would be jealous, like, fuck, I wish my wife didn't cook. Right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm curious now. Would you rather have somebody that can cook or couldn't cook, but did that? Would just be naked in an apron?
Well, I mean,
Because there's a downfall to each side.
yeah, exactly. You don't want to be eating bad food the rest of your life because that's not going to.
The ramen? Oh, you're all fuck
Yeah,
again.
yeah, really. But I mean, spice it up. One weekend this, one weekend that. Hey, I don't mind.
Both would definitely be ideal.
Yeah. But yeah,
Half
both
and
would
half,
be great. Yeah. If you had somebody who could just wear an apron and was a hell of a cook, oh shit, you're in heaven. You're in heaven. So, man, good luck, Rita. I think you, like we said, do it on your own and see what happens.
Because I feel like he's going to come around, and then the more you make delicious food, he's going to want that more than he's going to want his mom's cooking. Don't get me wrong. Mom's cooking is always the best.
Yeah. But
You know what I
still,
mean?
but still.
Yeah.
But then you might be making something that's really special that she doesn't know how to make, and
Exactly.
so you might turn the tables on her.
Yeah,
So-
and then she might want a recipe.
Exactly. And then guess what?
I think it cracks me up. Like, it's one thing if it's like a family recipe that they don't want to get out, but it's like, I mean, come on. I'm not trying to sell your like, I guess there is like weird people out there that would do that, but because I've had it where like if I ask somebody for a recipe and they're like, oh, well, I don't really give it out. I respect that. All right, cool. No problem. You know what I mean? I'm not going to push somebody to give me the recipe, but don't give me a recipe and leave shit out either.
Yeah.
That just irritates me because not only did I just waste all kinds of money on this for it just to not work out, you know?
And that's not a true friend or
No.
relative. If they do that to sabotage your thing,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, you just lost me.
I don't have the heart to do that.
No. Oh, well.
All right. Good luck, Rita. Let us know what happens. We love updates. Okay. Our next question is from Robert. I'm new at my job and I asked a coworker for some training tips, but I think they gave me some misleading instructions. What should I do?
Well, he asked his coworker.
Yeah, so from what I got from it,
Yeah.
I hope I'm correct, is Robert asked a coworker for help at his new job, and they gave him like so it's like if you have to
Yeah.
input this in the
Yeah.
computer a certain way, they taught him the wrong way to do it on purpose.
I would go to my manager or something, so they would get it from the horse's mouth instead. Because I could, it's almost just the same thing about the cooking thing we just had here. Your employee doesn't, or your coworker doesn't want you to do a better job. So, I don't like that. I would go to somebody who's in charge of the department and say, hey, what can I do to improve or do a better job? Don't trust your coworkers sometimes. They're all
Yeah.
backstabbers. Not all of them, but no.
Yeah, is there somebody else you can ask?
Well,
Yeah.
got to be a supervisor or somebody in that department or whatever, yeah. I mean, which would technically would make him look good because you're wanting to learn and wanting to do a good job, so they'll appreciate that, yay, you're taking effort and time to come in and say, hey, what do I need to do to do their job properly? And I think they would appreciate that
And
coming
then that
from
way,
somebody else.
too, you can compare what they say versus what the other person
Yeah.
said, and then you can know for sure, like, if you can trust them or not.
Yeah.
No, I would do that.
And I say take notes.
Yeah.
Once you know it's the right process, like if the manager is showing you something or something like that,
Exactly.
take notes on it so that way, because in the moment you feel like, oh, I got this, I know. And then a couple weeks later, you're like, oh, shoot, do I do this or do I do that?
But then down the road, if something does go wrong, you can say, hey, that's what so-and-so told me what to do. So you're covering your ass too, but technically. But so nobody can point the finger at you and say, hey, my supervisor said this is what I was supposed to do, or whoever, my manager. So I would just go to the guy above you and not to the guy next to you. So, but there's always somebody in there that doesn't like to help out, unfortunately. So
Or jealous.
yeah,
Especially if
exactly.
you're doing a better job.
Exactly.
Or you pick up quickly, I should say.
Yep. They
They
know,
don't like
oh,
to
he's
be
going to get a
outside.
promotion, and I'm not, and I've been here more years, and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you did your job right, you would have gotten that promotion already or whatever. So,
Yeah.
so
Good luck, Robert.
good luck, Robert.
Let us know what happens.
Really.
Rita, Robert, thank you so much. If any other listener out there has any questions or advice that you would like to give to our other listeners, please reach out to us on our Instagram or TikTok or YouTube at Rockin' on the Porch. All right, make me laugh.
Okay, I'll try, you guys. It's been a long week, so bear with me.
Everybody's like,
No, it's been a super long week with work and weekend things. And all right, here we go. It would help if I get this stupid mic out of my face so I can read. I went to the drugstore and bought a box of condoms today. When the cashier asked if I wanted a bag, I said, no, thanks. I'll just turn the lights off. Doctors say that people who hoard magazines, they have a lot of issues.
oh, yes, they do.
They have a lot of issues.
Oh! I got it.
I thought you literally went like this so you could hear it better. I was like, what is she doing?
My ears itchy.
A local botanist has crossed poison ivy with a four-leaf clover. He ended up with a rash of good luck. God. And this one's for you.
Yay.
I like this one. This one was for you. A monk has claimed that he saw the face of Jesus in his margarine tub. He says, I can't believe it's not Buddha. It's not Buddha.
Like when you read it, did you know? Like,
I don't even know what the fuck I write here.
like, did you read it and be like, oh yeah, this one's a winner?
No, because I know you like the other one. So when I saw this one, I said, well, that's my partner's go-to.
I love that. I can't believe it's not Buddha.
Not Buddha. And a little wisdom. Did you know that 99% of people are born on their birthdays? We didn't know that, did we? I'd like to know where that 1%.
I know. That's what I was. I was like,
What happened to the 1%?
Well, they're still,
maybe they were born at.
yeah. they're,
Well, if they're born at midnight,
yeah.
is that
But
technically?
it's still their birthday.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what day?
Or if they're born in a leap year. That's what throws me off.
Well, if they're
My
born
grandma.
at midnight, they're already born on the next day.
And
So that's considered the next day.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
My grandma was born on leap year.
Was she?
My dad's mom.
So how old was she?
She was like 10 when she died. Just kidding. Sorry, Dad.
It is the 1%.
Sorry,
Maybe the 1% is
No,
the
about
leap year
20.
babies.
Yeah.
Because then technically they don't have their birthday every
Not every year.
year.
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't that messed up? And then I was like curious. I feel like this might get me in trouble with my father. But I was like, did your dad even buy her a gift every year for her birthday?
Or
'Cause
every
I feel
4
like
years, every
he
4
would
years.
pull, you know how he was? I feel like he would pull like, well, it's not technically your birthday. Curious.
That's true.
Hey, I told you about some people in my life who were like, it is not their birthday. It is, here.
There you go.
It's their birthday. It's only their birthday at the time that they were born.
Oh my gosh, that is so stupid.
So dumb.
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, I know, but yeah.
So stupid.
I see.
I feel like that's a control thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel because there's a new addition to that situation, so it's kind of like they're still mine. They're mine. You can't take them away from me. It's like the mom in that question for Riddle.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna relax. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it was so much about that. I don't know if it's so much about that.
Or just to irritate the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's. I think that's it. That's it.
Well, and it's almost something like Mother's Day. You know, technically your wife is not your mother, even though she's the mother of your children. But you're not my mother. Why should I get you a gift? Don't get in trouble, but you better get her a gift. But you know, it's almost kind of the same thing. It's like
I've talked about push gifts, right?
Push gifts.
What's a push gift?
It's like a new trend that whenever after like your wife pushes out a baby, you have to buy them something like another diamond ring.
Okay.
Oh,
We're just getting a little
don't start
crazy.
another thing.
Yeah.
First of all, where the
My
fuck they getting all this
sister-in-law wants a
money?
push gift.
I'm not surprised that it came from her.
Right.
Are you sure she didn't invent it?
Yeah, but let me ask you
No, I've
this.
seen it before, and
Let me
then
ask
she
you
was
this,
like,
though.
"I want it." I'm like, "Oh, of course you would."
But then does she give him a cock ring afterwards? See, it could go both
She
ways.
did all the work, so that's
How do you
her
know?
argument.
She just laid there. Well, he did
No,
all
when
the-
she's having the baby.
The baby, yeah.
She's delivering. Oh, I was like, did you forget?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
It's
No.
kind of like Valentine's Day for me.
It's for women. Valentine's Day is for women.
I wouldn't say that because
Yeah,
my
it is.
argument is why does there have to be one specific day that you say you love me? I'd rather you give me flowers randomly, not just spend double on a fucking bouquet.
Yeah, they
for
rake
one
you
day.
over. They rake
Yeah.
you over on that day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't tell me on one day, I love you. You mean so much to me. I want to hear it all throughout the year. Or I appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I mean? Or you see my favorite candy and you bring home my favorite candy. Little shit like that is like, or you picked a
Much
flower.
more meaningful.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. I think women expect something on that day, and
Not all.
well, I know, but
You'd be surprised, some men too.
well, let's see.
That's what makes me laugh is when some men are like, well, it's Valentine's Day. What are you going to get me?
Well, they expect to thank you in a different way after them spending money. So,
My dad bought my mom flowers for the first time in the 40 years of their marriage for Mother's Day.
she probably thought he cheated on her or something.
No, it's because people have been harassing him lately about never having bought flowers. So then whenever he showed up at home with some, she was like, "What are those for?" And then he said, and she was like, "What? After 40 years of marriage?"
How
So he-
sweet.
He drove by the cemetery, didn't he?
He did. No, it's
You
not.
saw, I heard Papa Tony talk about it on the podcast.
Hey, they're going to go to waste. Might as well get some more pleasure out of it. God knows. I remember we used to put flowers on my parents' grave, and we go back and somebody would take them and move it to somebody else.
No.
Especially if we did like during Christmas season, we would do the artificial, flowers or plants, so we could tell who. And all of a sudden they'd be gone, and they're down. They're over here. They're over there. And I'm sorry. Yeah, that's. So we're talking artificial stuff. We're not even talking
But
real flower. But it's still, to steal from somebody's grave from somebody's headstone to put it on somebody else. It's kind of like that stupid shit. But we've seen that. We've seen that a lot. So, yeah. That's why I never really. I don't take real flowers too much to my parents' thing anymore because of that stuff like that. So
That drives me crazy. Like we're having issues down there of them not like properly cutting the grass or maintaining it like they used to.
yeah, it looks.
And then it's
shitty,
like
yeah.
if you complain, they get upset, and I'm like, dude, like
Well,
your
they're being
job.
paid. That's their job, exactly. I mean, it's hard. I know some cemeteries now they don't want no headstones up in the upright. They want just a flat one so they could go over with a mower,
Yeah.
which is probably the right way. But You know how hard it is to find your
Oh my gosh.
your loved one when you don't know which headstone to follow.
The only way I
yeah.
find my grandparents down there is by the big tree.
See, I mean, my parents is close to the road, and we got our family name on the back of it, so you drive right by. Oh, well, we park right next to it, so that was very nice. But that was years ago, so it's hard today. Yeah. I know my two brothers, their plans are already going into a drawer, so. Yeah.
What do they put the casket in the drawer?
Yes, they shove both of them in there.
Really?
Yes. That's they have a wall of basically it's like a wall of cubbies.
But what if they're like way up there? Like, how do you put a flower up there?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know, but I know they have to use a forklift to put the casket up for the taller ones. But yeah, both of my brothers and a lot of few people that I know got those already bought, and they're not cheap, and they're not even opening up dirt. It's just opening up a door, shoving one casket in, and when the other one's ready, they push the other one in.
That's weird to me. Like, you would think it'd be less money.
No, it's he told me my oldest
Well, it's
brother.
air conditioned.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Climate controlled.
It could.
No bullshit.
Oh, it could be. I don't know.
You see her face? She was like,
What?
So no, it's true.
actually, it might be.
I think my.
Well, yeah, because when they start stinking, like they have to do something. They have to do.
It's sealed. Once
Yeah.
the door is sealed, you're not going to.
You can't get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to do like extra sealing or something. So
Well,
like
I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure when the last one. Well, when they close the
You're all-
casket, yeah,
Must be a leak.
California heat. Ooh,
I know.
imagine.
And we're not even the worst. Imagine Florida with the humidity.
Just imagine if your wife goes first, so she's in there already, and then you come along later, and your head is right by her feet.
Ooh. Girl, can you put us feet to feet?
Yes, yeah. Well, we did know one guy. He was a mortician. He told me the story. I won't mention his name, but he was saying that they were lifting up one on the forklift type of thing, and it started doing this. They thought they came within a hair of dropping that thing.
Oh.
And luckily nobody got hurt, and it didn't. But he said, Tony, it came so close it wasn't even funny. But I'm sure that happened. So
I would love to have a mortician on the show and just ask them like crazy questions.
I see them on TikTok, and I don't have the stomach for that stuff, but they tell the truth. They say, hey, no, this is what we do. Everybody asks questions. What do you do with this? What do you do with that? What do you do with the intestines and all that kind of stuff? They take everything out.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
Yeah, they have to by law, whatever. But it's just interesting facts that, and then of course how the makeup people and how they dress them and this and that. It's all interesting.
I wanted to do the makeup.
Yeah.
I was talked out of it.
Yeah. Well.
But one person had a very good point. My mom did. She said, "What about if it's a child?" That I couldn't handle.
Boy, see that's the one that kills me every time.
Yeah.
When you go in there and you're picking your casket, like my wife and I already have ours picked out, and you see those tiny little ones. It's like that's heart wrenching. That is heart wrenching. Ugh. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we're sad.
No, we're not sad. It's just part of life.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how expensive funerals are.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Getting back to the drawer thing, my oldest brother told me, I think he already paid for it already a few years ago, $20,000 just for that drawer.
Good grief.
That's not including the casket thing. That's the way I assumed it was just for that drawer. So that's crazy. I'm sorry, too much. Oh well. That's why I'd rather be cremated and not worry about it. So.
I kind of like the one that you were saying where they freeze you and then just break you into little pieces.
Well, they have a lot of technology today. So.
You guys know how you'll find out for sure if it's me or not?
How?
You can find my piercings.
Oh yeah.
But they
Piercings.
Oh, my belly button.
Oh yeah. And then your ears.
Yeah.
Do you have other ones?
No. But
See,
I know many people that do. I'm like,
I wouldn't mind being cremated, and we talked about this, and it's not because of having a hot body. That's I was born that way.
I
but
knew
that's
he
a
was a smoke show.
No, but I would just love to have my wife hold my ashes in her hand and blow it, just to give me one last blowjob. That's all I want. Or somebody else. It doesn't have to be my wife.
Why did I get a mental picture of all of us holding him and going, "This is for you, Papa Tony. Hope you enjoyed
You
it."
just like it short and quick, or like you want like a...
Well, it depends how much.
Don't
ash.
inhale it.
Yeah, you know what?
No, you go.
She starts laughing. She's like, "Oh my God, I think I just swallowed him."
Again.
What the fuck is wrong
All
with
those
us?
little great kids going down your throat.
We're like, "What's wrong with your voice? It's a little scratchy." Papa Tony.
Yeah,
Papa Tony
my
came.
last wish. My last wish, having one last blowjob. Oh, well.
Guys, you ready to hear about this weird animal?
Let's do
Other
it.
than me, go ahead.
Okay, have you ever heard of a pangolin or pangolin? I don't know how you say it.
No.
I'm not into pegging,
Is
whatever
it
you
land
say.
or
Pangolin or pangolin.
I'm not pegging no lion either.
Whatever. Okay. Well, this...
I'm not pegging
Oh, it's
no
a
whales
whale?
neither.
Oh, well.
how big is its blowhole?
Yes.
Well. Okay, do you want to see a picture first? Or do you want me to describe it?
No, go ahead.
Describe it first.
Yeah, then
Okay.
surprise us with your picture.
So, a pangolin or a pangolin, whatever. No, probably pangolin. Pangolin. It's a scaly anteater,
Oh.
the only scaled mammal in the world. Its scales are made of keratin, which is like our nails, right? So they have a bunch of nails all over them. They existed approximately 80 million years ago and found in 51 countries, often living in burrows and trees. There are 8 species, 4 in Asia, and then there's 4 in Africa. They're usually like really shy and they only come out at night, like to stay alone.
Kind of like me.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
What else is new here? Go
They're
ahead.
the size of a golden retriever puppy
Oh, that's pretty big.
or a very large house cat
Okay.
with its front arms similar to a T-Rex.
So are they considered a dinosaur?
I mean, they're a mammal, but
No,
I
they're
guess
like
in a sense, because I don't know.
Are they like as old as it? Like a cockroach is considered like a dinosaur, right?
Is it?
they.
Am I making shit up?
No, cockroaches survived everything. You can't
Yeah.
kill cockroaches. Even if we had a nuclear war, they still survive.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy how that one species doesn't.
No, cockroaches are insects, while dinosaurs were a group of reptiles that lived in the Mesozoic era.
They live in the Mississippi.
Cockroaches are among the oldest insects on the earth, predating dinosaurs by 150 years, million years.
So they're old. A cockroach is older than a dinosaur.
Yeah, they
Yeah, and have been around for at least
forever.
320 million years.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so yeah, they were around when
How do these
So
people?
dinosaurs were around.
the animal we're talking about now, were they around the same period?
They go back a long ways.
See,
Because the way like you're describing it, it feels like it would be.
Is it extinct or is it still around?
it's still around.
Still around.
I think it was because it. So the Mesozoic era, the era of the dinosaurs, was 250 million years ago to 65 million years ago. So yeah, they appeared during the time of the dinosaurs.
That's so crazy. It's so fascinating that
Yeah.
they've lasted this long. Like that's a long time.
It really is. It is.
But
So
no,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
no, that's fine.
No, I was just curious, how they say that the dinosaurs died off because of a big meteorite or something hit the earth, whatever. But how these animals survive, though, But what about the ones, we don't even know what's in the ocean.
Yeah.
That are still from the prehistoric age time. Because nobody goes that far down there, so.
Yeah, the ones that
Crazy.
survived, I think they just whatever they eat, like was still around, so they were able to survive.
That's fascinating.
See, that's fascinating.
So they have no teeth,
Okay.
but they use their long snouts and their long tongues to feed up to 70 million insects in a year. That's
A year
Whoa.
or a day?
in a year. 70 million.
Oh, 70 million. Okay.
70 million insects in a year that they eat.
So they have a
Long
little,
tongue, no
they have a
teeth.
little counter on their side, and as they're
Right? Yeah.
Daryl, that was 3, Bill.
I'm almost full for today.
Bill.
They get to the 70 million. They're like, okay.
Okay, I'm good for
We're
this
done,
year.
we're done.
I'm good for this year. Yeah.
So
Cool.
They could suck a lot of ants. That's
I'm going to show you them first, and then I'm going to tell you something sad about them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bring the mood down again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should have
wow.
done this when we were already sad.
Pangolin.
Oh. Yeah, they look like they
Interesting.
look like an armadillo.
Picture that.
They almost
Yeah.
look like an armadillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they curl up and protect themselves.
But they look also like an anteater, like cause
Yeah,
they're long.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and they just have scales.
So
Yeah, they curl up to
So
protect.
that's how
like
they
a
protect-
roly-poly?
Yeah, exactly with their
Yeah.
shields. Yeah.
And then I have another picture with a baby. It has a baby on its back. Let
Oh,
me show you. It's so cute, and they call it a panga pup.
how cute is that?
I want a panga pup. Pup.
Panga pup.
Panga pup.
Look at the panga pup.
Oh my goodness, how
They
cute.
grow pretty good. They
They're
still grow pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're still around.
Is that one on a cat's back or something? Or a dog's
No,
back?
Um.
The picture next to it? What's
Right
that
there,
yellow
the
thing?
Oh wait, it looks like a stuffed
Oh,
walrus.
it's a stuffed.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, they put one on an animal?
Zookeepers are taking care of that one.
How cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
So the sad thing about panga pups, they're being poached.
No.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
For
the
the
Chinese.
scales. For the scales.
Oh, this is no, actually no, not for the scales. Surprisingly, this is what they do when they curl up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they look so cute.
Yeah. So the Chinese, it's like a delicacy,
Oh.
and they kill thousands of them, maybe if not millions. I don't remember. And it's really sad what they do actually, because you know how I said that they burrow in trees and they smoke them out of the trees. So they use smoke, try to get them out of the trees, and then they're trying to escape, right? And then they'll go to get them, and then they'll curl into a ball, and they'll back them up to get them to open. This is really sad. They use a machete, and they like
Just slice them in half.
They
not
hack
slice,
at
but
'em?
like bludgeon them so that they open up, and then they throw them into boiling water while they're still alive. Yeah,
Oh my
really sad.
You
Well, I
could have
mean, we
left
throw
that part.
crabs into boiling water.
Yeah,
but
but
that's-
this is this.
That's
Yeah.
not, yeah. This one
This
has.
is a mammal. A crab is like a crustacean.
It is a crustacean. And it is.
So,
I like Krabby Patty. Shut up.
Anyway,
I love crab, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But
Me
that is
too,
so
but to
sad.
have a mammal that like it's I don't know.
And they don't bother nobody.
No, they're so cute.
And all they do is take care of the insects
Yeah.
around you. It's, so they're doing you a favor.
Yeah, so actually
They're good for
They
the
say, like,
environment.
yeah, they're really good for the environment because they're good for pest control.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I should see if I have one in my backyard. I wouldn't have to pay a guy to come and clean spiders or nothing. He could
Oh,
take
that would
care
be
of it.
awesome.
They're saying that they were suspected to cause the spread of COVID even faster in China.
These? I thought it was a bat.
Yeah, I thought so too, but they were also saying that these because a lot of people like eat them and
Oh.
yeah,
So it transfers?
You see what those people eat
guess.
sometimes. I'm sorry.
they were suspecting it.
Eventually, they're going to eat something you're not supposed to be eating. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, like even is it them or is it Japan? They eat the freaking blowfish and
Well,
That's
there's some
wild
that's
to
I would
poisonous. Yes,
never
there's stuff
eat
that's
that.
so poisonous, and they still eat it. Yeah.
yeah.
No, thank you. Speaking of
Anyway.
poisonous, God, this week, in my job, I was, I'm afraid of snakes. I don't like snakes. I stepped on one today. Luckily, it was a little one, but it scared the shit out of me.
Are you sure it wasn't a worm?
No, because it was probably about a good 2 feet long or whatever.
Oh, fuck.
And it just, I shouldn't say, I didn't step on it. I'll be honest. It's like I stepped right next to it, and I said, "Are you dead?" Because it wasn't moving, and I had my stick with me, and I touched it. Then it took off running. Oh man! I said, "No, thank you. I'm out of here. I'm out of this one." Ugh.
You should get like don't they have like the pads or something that go around your legs so the snakes can't bite you?
No, I mean, it was probably just a little gopher snake, I guess. But I'm not going to ask what it eats. I just
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would buy a pair and wear those
no,
just for safety reasons.
That scared the shit out of me. Ugh. Last year I didn't run into any of them, but I already ran into 2 of them this year already. One on the road, and how I didn't kill it, I don't know. But then the one I almost stepped on. Ugh. Okay, enough. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Get back to your whatever you're doing.
We're good. Yeah, that's the pangolin.
Poor thing. I know. I feel sorry for the
Yeah.
pangolin. Well, they got.
I don't
We
Even if
can't
I'm
even
saying it
pronounce
right.
the
I
name,
know,
but we
yeah.
want to save them.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
huge.
So why are you guys here? We want to save the pangolin. What is it called?
Yeah.
Giggles.
Pangolin.
This
Maybe.
thing.
It's like
saying it right.
it's like a penguin with a pin instead.
But it's not a penguin.
No. But I mean,
I thought it was gonna be like a
Penguin-looking
species.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different though.
Penguins
yeah,
are
but then again, we're talking in China. How many billions of people they have over there, or millions of people, whatever. They got to survive, I guess, one way or another. So.
And I'm sure there's shit that we eat. That
Oh, we don't want to know.
You know what I mean? People are like, "That's gross."
Well, we were at the wedding yesterday. We were joking, the family that was sitting at our table, and he lives right down the road from me, one of my neighbors, of course, and he was saying that one of his friends a long time ago loved Spam, and I've eaten Spam. It's nothing, it's okay, whatever, but it's like you don't know what goes in that stuff. We're eating stuff. We have hot dogs. We don't know what the hell's in there. Don't go off of the packages. That's nothing close to what the packages say. Mm-hmm. You think we're going to put real meat in the hot dogs? Bullshit. Yeah. They'll put whatever is left over. But so we're eating stuff we don't know. So, but Spam is one of those things.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spam,
Anything that's processed.
I like to watch like little cooking videos and stuff. And there's this guy. He's called Old Cool, and he cooks for a sorority. But I love watching how he makes food because he makes such a big amount of food. You know what I mean? So I was cracking up because he was making like a chicken fried rice of some sort. And what's funny is he pulled out the Spam, and I if you had asked me, I would have sworn I've never eaten Spam in my life, right? But the way that he was cooking with it, I would looked at it and I was like, I think I've had Spam in like salads and stuff without even fucking realizing. I thought it was ham the whole time, and it was probably Spam.
Exactly.
You know what I was like, and then I started laughing. I felt so stupid. I was like,
It's like one of the couples that was sitting at our table, and Giggles knows who he is, the family, but he said that when he was in college, they worked at what's that school, Cal Poly down there, and he one of his roommates was from Hawaii. They use Spam in everything, and I guess their dorm or whatever, not dorm, but once a week each person had a cook in their little group, and the kid, that's all, everything had Spam in it, and he said you'd be surprised how great it tasted. But he mixed it up with everything, like you said. It was salads, it was eggs, it was this, and that's all he ate all his life. So it was part of his meal, So now I'm hungry.
I think
for
anything
Spam.
tastes good as long as it's prepared
Yes.
Yeah.
to your liking.
Oh well.
Okay, well, get your mind out of the gutter.
Sweet.
Let's narrow this one.
She has so many cards on the table.
I say, you're like a card.
I do like
over
playing
there.
cards.
I do too.
Okay,
Poker?
no.
No.
I love playing cards. No.
No.
I don't play that game either.
Strip poker? No.
Old maid? No.
I thought you were going to say goldfish
Goldfish?
or
old
go
maid?
fish, whatever.
No. Speed.
Damn, I haven't played that in forever.
So good.
I don't even know what speed is, but either
It's
way.
a fun game.
It's very fun.
It's a great drug too. If you ever want to try it.
I mean,
Just kidding.
no,
Don't
you
do
do
speed.
No. Go ahead.
Hugs, not drugs. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Over 1,000 people went down on me.
Giggles. Are you confessing to us?
Here we go, that lady a while back had 1,057 guys, and here you going, you're trying to beat her record or what? What the hell, Giggles? Come on.
Okay. Over 1,000 people went down on me. I wasn't a maiden for long. Something really big and hard ripped me open. What am I?
Was his name Bubba?
No, you lost me. Okay, 1,000 people went down on me.
She can't even get it
I
out.
know, she can't even get it out. I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the part is. Try it one more time without losing it.
Over 1,000 people went down on me. I wasn't a maiden for long. Something really big and hard ripped me open.
Oh, the
Ship.
Titanic.
That was all ship. Fuck, that's a good one.
And you're laughing at that? Poor people
I know.
Jesus.
I'm
That,
sorry.
that went around the...
When I wrote it down, I was like, this is not good.
But she's fucking cracking up.
I mean, it started out good. I mean, it threw you off when you said 1,000 people went down on me. But here I'm thinking, shit. God, that thing's got to be
Over
sore.
1,000 people went down on
Yeah,
me.
that's a fact, Jack. Jeez.
Oh, man. Okay.
That was good. That was good.
What holds your buns firmly and makes them look round and pretty?
What holds your buns firm?
Firmly and makes them look round and pretty.
That's a cooking thing for you, dear. I don't know cook, so.
One more time.
What holds your buns firmly and makes them look round and pretty? It's not cooking related, but you wouldn't know this either because
I
you
wouldn't
don't
know
have
it.
any.
My buns are
What?
flat, but that's
I
okay.
know.
You know.
Like underwear?
No,
Butt pads?
no.
You got me on that one. I'm not gonna.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hair tie.
Oh, a hair bun.
What holds your buns firmly and makes them look round and
Oh,
pretty?
so because
I'm
I
a
don't
terrible
have no
girl.
hair.
I wore a bun almost every day.
Yeah, that was
should.
right up your alley.
But see, here's the thing though. I have to use a clip because I can't use a hair tie. It was breaking my hair.
Breaks your hair off.
Oh,
And it was giving me headaches.
And that's what happened to me all the years with my man bun.
Yeah.
Everything eventually broke off.
Oh my gosh, can we buy him a clip on man bun?
That'd be hilarious,
You're gonna have to-
please.
you're gonna have to grow it out a little bit.
Grow what out?
Your hair on your head. They have
On the
clip-on
side?
man buns. Yeah. We'll super glue it.
I have weddings coming up. I don't want to be
That's all right.
embarrassing.
It's a clip on, it comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use eyelash glue.
Yes.
I
Hey, guys.
I would've-
Oh, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to leave you with this. 2 fleas on a fanny. One is a junkie, one is a mugger. How do you tell them apart?
2 fleas on a fanny.
One is a junkie and one is a mugger. How do you tell them apart?
I don't know.
The junkie is sniffing the crack and the mugger is hiding in the bush.
True that. True
It's
that.
like this has Papa Tony all over it.
Yeah.
I heard a joke today. It was in Portuguese, so I'm gonna try my best to translate it. And I'm sure you've probably heard this before too. But it was this guy that's in the hospital and he's dying, and he turns and tells his wife, "I would really like to kiss the flag of Cuba, like a Cuban flag. So as like before I die." So then the wife, or maybe it's the son, whatever, goes all around the hospital looking for the Cuban flag, finds a nurse that has it on her leg, like on her thigh. So then
Lucky son of a gun, huh?
he like takes her in and says like the wish and everything, and then he goes and he kisses her leg, and then he goes, "My other dying wish would be to kiss the
The flagpole.
forgot, huh?
The flagpole.
No, it was the hair, but I failed. I don't remember the rest of it. To kiss the... Hold on, I think I sent it to my sister. No!
I love that Giggles told a joke and forgot it.
I did.
You forgot the punchline.
I did. Okay, hold on.
We
At least you don't have to worry about her stealing your segment.
no. I was going to say
Can you imagine just half jokes?
we need to. Well, that's going to be my new segment. Just
That would be
you
hilarious.
guys, I'll say the punchline, and you guys try to figure out what the joke was.
That actually would be funny. I like that. Because we'd be like, fuck.
Harry balls. What?
Wait, here it is.
Okay.
Oh, I would also like to kiss, okay, kiss the Cuban flag. And then I would also really, my dying wish is also to kiss the beard, Sabotage du Fidel.
Oh. Fidel's beard.
Fidel's beard. Yeah. His other dying wish is
But
to
there
be
might
able
be
to
some
kiss
Fidels
Fidel's
with no
beard.
beard, though. That's the problem.
Did she allow it?
It just stopped there.
Yeah.
If you were the nurse, Giggles,
Would you let him kiss your beard?
if it was
No.
the man's dying wish,
Yeah.
No.
See, that's the thing. You guys need to honor somebody's bucket list thing or whatever.
Dying wish.
Well, it's like a
You know what?
bucket
My
list. same
commitment
thing.
to my spouse,
To be.
is great.
but is it considered cheating if it's somebody's dying wish and you're just there to help them out?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
So
is.
is it? But what if what if a fan wanted your autograph as their dying wish? Would you fulfill it?
Yeah, because that's not morally wrong.
Okay, what if they wanted a kiss from you? Whether it was like a peck on the cheek.
Oh, like that? Yeah, sure.
What if they offered you $1 million?
What?
$1 million.
No.
$1 million.
Well, I would talk to my significant other first and be like, "Are you okay with this?
And we're talking about just a.
You want $1 million?"
Yeah,
They were trying to
not
corrupt
doing
her.
nothing. He's pecking your bush.
Wow. I'm sure that's what he's going to request next.
He's not putting a pecker. He's just pecking.
He's like, I did have one more wish. One more.
I want to part the sea.
You can't even get it open. You can't even get it up at this point.
How do you
How
know?
do you know?
Probably not. I mean, he's in a hospital bed.
Well,
His blood flow is working on other important things.
that's true too. You never know. Oh well.
I
Well,
feel like you're
Congress-
judging somebody
Yeah.
you shouldn't be judging.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a possibility, but
you know how many nurses probably walk in and see those patients with a pitched tent, and so what are they going to do? Oh well.
walk out.
No.
Giggles all, what? I love camping.
There you go again.
Why am I being punished?
Oh my God! I'm going to rip your intestines
I'm
out.
going to rip that button off. You scared my dog.
All right, very good. Wrap it up
Okay.
before we wrap you up.
If y'all have any questions for any of us or want to share a story or a joke, feel free to reach out on Instagram at Rockin on the Porch, and we'll do our best to answer them in the next episode. Show some love by following, liking, and reviewing our podcast on the platform you listen on. If we were able to brighten your day even a little bit with our stupidity, then go ahead and share this podcast with your friends and family that have a sense of humor. Thank you for listening and laughing with us. Until next week. And don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. Hey.
You guys weren't expecting that, huh?
Nope.
They're my pasties. They're my pasties. I'm keeping an eye on Giggles. Thank you, sweet listeners, for all your love and support and your questions. Keep submitting them because we love to help you guys. And we'll see you next week. Love you guys.
Minimum.
Bye.
Bye.
Submit
Whatever
them.
your words you said, yeah.
What the hell? Did we just get new music?
Everyone's gone, so why not?
We are taking applications for another engineer again.
It's not here. You want me to do this?
Hey! What a
Excuse me why I beat the shit out of her. Hang
Yeah.
on, bye.
If Giggles is not in the next episode, you guys know why.